Well, look who decided they'd show up. What is this gonna be? This is gonna be a layout update. And by layout update, I mean, yes, I actually had time to do something. This 4-day weekend. That's right, 4 days. Not 2 3-day weekends, 4 days. And what I've done these 4 days is, well, here's a hint. Soldering iron. That's right, I burned off most of the skin on my fingers. No, just some. I soldered my rail joiners together, at least on the main line. And then I soldered all the feeders. I drilled holes and put feeders like every foot or so, because I need them. Every foot, because this track's just horrible. Yay, Atlas. Bad conductive track. Anyway, here's the wiring. On the bottom, makes just one giant circle, comes over there, and that's same thing. So yeah. See if I can get you. Here's a rail joiner. You probably can't see the solder. My god, that's a horrible focus. Anyway, some of these, the soldering, I did a better job on some of them than others. Some of them you can totally tell I soldered, the other ones you can't. But anyway, I soldered a whole crud load of rail joints where the chocks meet, and then the feeders on this half. So everything from here on the main line. And then, as you just saw a couple seconds ago, I decided I'd just take a whole bunch of cardboard and put it in the corner of the layout in a design form factor of some sort, and that is going to be some of my Sierra Nevada mountains, because that's the mountain range we have here in California. Sierra Nevadas, and yeah. I'm going to get the Woodland Scenics plaster cloth, some plaster of Paris, some trees, some more green stuff for grass, and we'll see how that turns out. I'll update you whenever I do that. But yeah, that's kind of one part of my mountain. So we go from mountains to more woodly tree forests. Sierra Nevada Forest, we've got the lumber company. And then we go to the mid-range of California where you grow all the food. I really don't know what that's called anymore. They taught me in 5th grade. And after that, there was none important. And then, more maybe deserty-ish. So you know, I go from mountains to forests, mountains, forests to grain, where they grow the wheat and stuff here. The green belt or something. And then the desert, I mean, combined, this is going to be kind of one area. It's going to be kind of like the Great Plainsy area, Midwest, sorta, ish. Not really. Just in California. Yeah, and then we go back to the mountains. And we're going to have a nice little mine here. You have mines here in California. I've seen them. I don't know if they're coal mines. They're mines. This is going to be coal mine. Doesn't really matter what type of mine. This is a freelance anyway. And then this is Amtrak locomotive number 116. Out here and ready to roll. I ran over a switch, blew out the board, the light board that came with this. Screwed up the decoder. Sent the decoder to NCE. Sent this down to one of my local guys, and what he does is he puts in he installs DCC, and then I also had him install ditch lights and rear lights. Oh, there we go. So yeah, he did that for both of my units. My other unit is over here. But it just doesn't run really well with these NCE decoders I have. When the train goes forward, the lights dim, and that's not because of a CV, that's because there's not enough power for the lights. So I decided, heck, why not get Tsunami Sound for the little guy. So that's what I did. It runs okay, not very well. That's why I have feeders every foot. So this guy runs, well, see, so it runs, period. I mean, before what I had here is it go 5 inches, it stops, I push it, it goes another 10 inches, it stops, I push it, it resets, it's got to do the entire startup thing all over again. It's just a big pain in the butt. So I decided, one, I'm going to put endless amount of feeders, so I have feeders about, I have a feeder on every rail, let me put it to you that way, even if it's, that short. I should have a feeder here, I doubt, so, not on every rail, but close enough, every foot, anyway. And then I figured, you know, there's something wrong in here. There's always is. And that's what I found. Wire, kind of too short. Went boink! And now I only have power to 4 trucks instead of 8, and this thing really needs 8. So, despite that, I'm going to order the other Tsunami sound decoder for the Engine 28. I'm going to do my best to model Amtrak's Coast Starlight. The only thing I need to do is find a parlor car. It's like an observation car. For most of you who probably don't know, because I know a lot of you guys are east of the Mississippi and all that. Here are some observation cars. Alright, so you notice how it has the windows. It has one of these too, but also has a parlor car on the other side of the diner. So basically, kind of what you do is you take out all the these are smaller, so I mean they're not quite as big. It has this, and they're about the same size. But then from like this half, all these windows don't exist. This is this part, the metal. Except you got one little stray window here, and it says Amtrak Pacific Coast Parlor Car. And yeah, the chances are I'm going to buy one from Walters, and I know many of you are like, wait, Walters doesn't have it. But my theory is, they do make the Surfliner cars. The plated ones, you know? And I noticed Kato had just released an N-scale, the El Capitan, which has a parlor car. So my theory is, all Walters really has to do is change a few details and then slap Santa Fe on it instead of Amtrak colors. Simple enough. So if I bug him enough, I just might make the parlor car an Amtrak, which will complete my train set. And oh my god, I've actually been talking for 8 minutes. So I'm going to wrap this up. Hopefully finish the other half of the layout. Thank you for watching. I think I've covered everything. If not, well then I'll just have to do a part 2. And you guys just get to sit there and listen to me as I talk endlessly. Okay, I'm going to end there. Talking endlessly. Goodbye. Have fun with life.